Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we'll talk about something very basics, and this is not specific for ABAPers. This is, I think the functional consultants also can enjoy this. This is the very basics of debugging, and we'll talk about how to debug and what is the shortest one and what is the longest path, what is the shortest path, some tricks and tips, and how can you easily debug a program or issue or anything like that. So I have assimilated the information in a Word document, as you can see on the screen. So I'll explain you things one by one. So without any delay, let's begin. Before we go to the main topic, if the content is good, if you like it, please do like the video and subscribe our channel. Your subscription will be very helpful, and we will be bringing many such contents for you. Thus, that helps. And please share it with your functional colleagues. I guess the ABAPer will be assimilated or accustomed with these. Some of the things might be new, might not be. It's just a refresher for everyone that the usual questions that comes up in the interview or the usual steps while debugging an issue. The first thing which we start with is how to start a debugging. To start a debugging session, you have to enter /h in the transaction box and press enter. That will initiate the debugger. And if you're done with the debugger, you don't want it to carry on the debug session, you can put /hx in the transaction box. It will remove the debugger. On the second point, let's talk about different steps, how we move ahead in the code. We have 4 function buttons, F5, F6, F7 and F8. These 4 function buttons are something that helps us to navigate through the code. F5 is just one line. It's to the next line. If there's a function call, it will go inside the function call on the next line. F6 is it's go to next line. That is, if it's a function call, it will skip the function call and come out of it and show you the result. F7 is end of the page. If you press F7 in any debugging program or session, it will come out of that whole code segment, whichever logic was going on. If it's a perform, it will come to the end of the perform and go where the perform was being called from. And F8 is total exit from the debugging. I mean, our work is done, or maybe we have seen what's the problem. Now we want to go to the end. It is F8. Sometimes we have a problem with debugging the jobs. You need sufficient authorization to debug it. You can select the job, write JDBG, job debug, JDBG, these 4 letters in the transaction box and press enter, and it will bring you to the debugging steps of a job. That helps to understand what exactly went wrong with the job. Go to the next topic. To save a test data in the variant, you can either save in the debugger screen on the locals. You will see the data that you can right click and save as the test data parameter, or on the on your testing screen. Maybe it's a program testing, maybe it's a function module testing, maybe something else. There's a test data directory. You can save the selection screen data by clicking save and put a test data directory name. It will save it for further use. And now we'll go for the understanding of system and update debugging. System debugging is something when the code or the debugger does not automatically go to the codes which are not accessible in the normal debugging screen. If you turn on system debugging, it will go to the screens and all those debug steps will be visible. Update debugging is when an update function module is called, or in update task something is called. If you want to debug that, what happens in the update part, you have to turn on the update debugging. You will get a different debug session out of that. When the normal rollout work is done, update rollout will come out and you can debug it. And the last is screen debugging. If you have a pop-up screen that you need to debug, you have the code written here. I will provide a paste bin in the description of the video. You can copy that content, create a text file debug.txt and throw the text into the pop-up screen. That will turn the debugger on. It's just a system command of /h which will activate the debugger in the background from a Windows standpoint. For Linux and Apple, I'll add the commands in the paste bin text. So this was the debugging steps for everyone, the very basics, but which we need all the way for day-to-day debuggings. If you have any queries, you can post in a comment, and anything that I missed you can also mention there. So that was the content video for today. We'll see you until the next video. Until then, bye bye.